Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our segment where we cover the best, most hilarious. I can't say in an intro. YouTube's gonna demonetize me. Ladies and gentlemen, say hi to YouTube. Welcome to the segment called Best Tweets, where we go over the best tweets on Elon Musk's dying platform, X.com, in the past month. And a lot of things have happened in the past month, as represented in this tweet. No Way Lunchly collabed with Talk Tua while playing KSI's song. And Bryson here said none of this existed a month ago. Culture's moving fast. The only way we can communicate with each other nowadays is through memes. Next one, I love this app. Suited and booted, see you on the other side. If this is the path you have chosen to go down, I hope you do it painlessly for the sake of your family, prick. What do you call me a prick for? I went to a job interview. Oh, okay, mate, no drama that you're gonna kill yourself. How did it go, mate? Hope it went well. Thank God I was wrong, buddy. Family first, no surrender. He doesn't need the no surrender, bro. You read everything into this. He said suited and booted. Imagine tweeting this photo. Your last statement to the world being suited and booted, see you on the other side. That's a wild side note. Video from one of those dating shows, maybe? What's your opinion on girls who smoke?
Не люблю, когда курят.
I don't really like that.
Только если кальян.
Я не курю кальян.
Но сигареты это не мое.
Гло. Ну, под человека как бы меняешься.
Different strokes for different folks, okay? One man's trash, another man's treasure. Using the CRISPR technique, it's possible to genetically modify mosquitoes by disabling a gene in females so their proboscis turns male, making them unable to pierce human skin. They're transing the mosquitoes. Dude, it's so funny. He's like, no, this doesn't normally happen to me. He's like, no, I swear to God, my stinger pierces every time. Actually, it's insane. I feel bad for the mosquito. I bet she's so hungry. Elon Musk had a rally with Donald Trump where he made a memeable face, but apparently he makes that face every time he meets a president. It's just the chosen face. If Elon Musk looks at you like this, you know you're gonna be in the White House, which is funny on its own, but then someone said he looks like, I can't unsee it. My husband plays basketball once a week, and today he told me I just run up and down the court and no one really passes the ball to me because I'm not good at shooting. And I could tell it made him sad, and now I can't stop thinking about it. Why the f would I be tagging this? My shot is wet. They call it Hurricane Milton, dude. I'm lethal from three. Listen, I'm not an elite member of our Sunday basketball group. I will say that. I'm crawling my way up from the bottom as a newer basketball player. But I come home and I tell Ari about every bucket I made. But I do not say it's sad. I am stoked. I come home and I'm like, babe, I was lethal today. Are you fucking stupid? Me. It's not stupid, it's cute. It's cute, it's having fun. Speaking of not stupid, Voyboy here, former pro player, so you know it's true, says League of Legends players are by far the smartest human beings on the planet. Every game we play is a grueling battle of wits while calculating trillions of variables per second against our fellow masterminds. This has expanded our minds to galaxy levels of intelligence. And it's because of a report from the UK, League of Legends players found to be the most intelligent in an IQ survey of gamers. FIFA players recorded the lowest average IQ in the study. Factually accurate. League of Legends Galaxy Brain 120 IQ minimum. Problem is they're all British. There's no difference. They've all made a bad choice. They're all stupid on that front. The UK study didn't interview my jungler. Yeah, I can think of some teammates that weren't included in that survey, is all I'll say. Trump says Biden called him today and it was very nice. He asked if I was okay. He couldn't have been nicer. I do love the Trump-Biden romance that has been brewing. They're meant for each other. They'd be the happiest old gay couple after they're done with the presidencies. Just two old men, a little bit grumpy. They've seen it all. They've done it all. TikTok news creators should be euthanized. This guy says moving a unit in an RTS. Let me see.
You cannot make this up. JD Vance might be having his worst. You cannot make.
When you spam click the movement and they keep saying the beginning of their line, ready to work, ready to work. TikTok brain rot for creators is that they find an opening hook that works and they don't ever let it go, because with TikTok, follower base means nothing. You have to go viral every time. And so you have to find a way to get the hook every time. You can't, it's like impossible to really build an audience. Oh, they're setting up a show on my literal steps. How am I supposed to leave once they start? I'm trapped. Those are my stairs. I mean, how am I supposed to disrupt this? That's not really the same, but when I lived like in the heart of downtown LA, they shut down the whole street for, I think it was Joe Biden. Like Joe Biden was coming to something, and so they shut it down and they put these huge fences up that blocked the entrance to my apartment. Ari and her mom, and we went out and we came back. We just couldn't go home. We weren't allowed to, we were not allowed to go back to our, where I live. Watching a video of two pit bulls literally eating a car. No fucking way.
It's unclear if the dogs are strays or not.
Heard that my car moved.
It's unclear if the dogs are strays or not.
Them boy's hungry. That's just Princess, she don't bite. Average pit bull owner as Princess devours your Kia Sorrento. She's actually real friendly once you get to know her. Valuable child raising tip from the New York Times. Our reporter's 6-year-old son hates eggs. They traveled to Paris to see if a dozen French chefs could change that. If you're an average stressed out parent and your kid's a picky eater, simply travel to France and have the world's best chefs compete. Robert Downey Jr. will reportedly be paid $100 million to play Dr. Doom. He says Kevin Feige approached him about the role around a year ago. I looked into the character and went, wow.
Merry Christmas from Nonna and Marco. Oh, thank you, Nonna.
There's some money in there.
There appears to be.
Yeah, I think the 100 million had something to do with it, RDJ. I think the fact that you said you were out of Marvel and then suddenly, you know, I don't know if you were so fascinated by the Doctor Doom character. Mudang was a big thing on social media in this past month. Mudang, the most beautiful girl in the world. What a cutie patootie. An important update on Concord from Firewalk Studios. And then in one of the coldest ratios I've seen, this person said, you could just DM them. There's only 30 players, bro. You know, it didn't need to be in public. This is the funniest opener of all time. I'm not Japanese, but I can explain why I pretended to be Japanese. I am deeply ashamed of being British. Who is this? Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper was not Japanese this whole time? My love for Japan is genuine. My earliest life memories were playing Sonic 1 with my family on the Sega Mega Drive. I'd say 95% of all happy memories in my life involve Japan in some ways. I want to protect Japan. I would rather die than end up being like mine. That's why I pretend to be Japanese, to help them fight. This is like an average conversation with Ludwig, bro. I love it when I stump the IT guy. Aha, you thought this would be a quick ticket. Just remote in, click one bucket, and make me look like a fool. But alas, I have fucked things up more than you could possibly have imagined. This is actually true, and I feel this, and I relate to this. 100%, especially at Twitch, dude. Oh man, it's so annoying when you ask for IT help and they come in and they're like, click, click, it's done. And you feel like a fucking idiot. I love it when they get stuck and they get frustrated and they make that sigh. And then they have to sit down. I love when they're leaning over your desk to do it and they can't do it, so they have to sit down. That's when I know I got you. And I won't apologize for it. You're telling me there's a guy at NVIDIA named Jason Renders. You bet your ass. They only hire the best, bro. I sure hope he does. Very nice, dude. You'd be great at the office. If she canceled my student loan debt and pledged to push Medicare for all through a Dem-controlled Congress next session, I'd bloody canvass for that woman next week without another word. And they have $984,550.21 in student loans. Bro, stop going to school. There is a limit, bro. Basically, what you're saying in this situation is if Kamala Harris gave me $1 million, I would canvas for her. Me too. If Kamala Harris gave me 984 grand, I would get out there. I would plant some signs. This Apple Vision Pro app makes ghosts appear in your house. It's called Hauntify, and it scans your rooms in real time to find the perfect spots to scare you. This with Benadryl and a gun. It's peak. Let's see. Oh, that'd be crazy. Oh, no, not the little girl. No fucking way. But I swear to God, VR horror, I've talked about this a lot, but I truly believe this. VR horror is going to get to the point where it kills someone. Someone is going to die of shock. It's going to get so realistic. Someone's going to have a heart attack or something. Even like the really janky early VR games. I made Ari play a horror game with zombies, and she ran out of bullets in her gun as a zombie came behind her, and she turned her head around and she screamed so loud, like she fell down. She fucking lost it. It was true, real fear. And that was like, you know, kind of pixelated and like once it gets good. Hey, honey, remember the conversation we had earlier this week? Well, everyone on Reddit says that you're the asshole. This is for sure happened. Dude, this happens. I'm gonna talk to the fellas real quick. Let's say straight fellas or half bi fellas. Sometimes you'll have an argument with your significant other, and then they go talk to their girlfriends about the argument and get, I'd say, biased POVs. On who is correct. And they come back with a lot of confidence. You know, maybe you're having an argument and you're both like, yeah, we both had some points. But then they talk to their friends and their friends say 100% everything you've said is correct. He is wrong. And they come back and their opinion is now locked in, solidified. This happens. You're giving me flashbacks. Thing is, and it's funny because I've never seen this happen, straight dudes. They have many problems in relationships. We have many problems in relationships, but straight guys, if they have an argument, they just don't tell anyone. And generally from my experience, they don't. They keep that shit bottled up. They say, hey, I'm going Katarina mid or whatever. I've heard from men who work in tech say things about women that construction workers would never even dream of. This is certainly true because weird dudes in tech will say not like, oh, ooga, nice butt or whatever. They'll say like women should never have had the right to vote. Yeah, they'll say females, or they'll say, they just like otherize it in a really weird way. Someone spilled a bunch of cards. He said, go on, start the gathering. If they were magic cards, this would be hilarious, but they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so this joke doesn't work. As a elite class nerd, I can tell they're all Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's actually a wasted opportunity. He should have said like, your grandfather's deck clearly has some pathetic cards. That's great. Crack myself up. I'm literally fucking crying laughing right now. All right, well, hope we are too. Let's see. Light's not getting any greener, pal. This is the most insane shit I've ever experienced. This is Fortnite Fridays with Connor Eats Pants.
Are we do we get into the nuance of how America's founded? I mean,
yeah, there's a lot of discussion about that, or we tried to, but they're trying to ban discussion around that.
Nobody's trying to ban discussion about.
Yeah, in Florida, they wanted to not let you talk about like the Native Americans and stuff.
Wow, I actually feel bad that people actually think this. Ooh, hold on, the storm is coming. I gotta run. Are we gonna get do?
This was actually a generationally peak stream. Getting George Santos to talk about political debate in the middle of playing Fortnite is it was unreal. It was truly one of the best streams happened on Twitch. Thanks for the biggest Fortnite Friday yet with former Congressman George Santos. Productive dialogue. Thanks for the love.
Why do you need an AR-15?
I mean, aren't you using a make-believe AR-15 in your game?
Yeah, it's a video game.
Yeah, I understand, but again, I try to draw these parallels. Like, why do you need that in the video game?
Because it's a video game, George, and nobody's dying in a video game.
I get that. There's a dichotomy there. No, let's put it this
like an AR-15 though. Like
I get that. Man gets sentenced to an extra 558 days in jail for cursing at judge. That doesn't seem fair, but let's hear it.
Kiss my ass. This is
you know what?
Fuck you.
Okay, that's contempt. That's 93. Keep going.
Fuck you.
That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's 6 93s consecutive.
The funny part is stopping. The funny part is not getting dragged out still screaming. The funny part is being like, okay, well, after 6, it'd be really funny to be like, I'm sorry, I was just playing. We're all just joking, right? Every time you compliment him, he goes, and that's 93 less. And you know what? Your smile's pretty great. And that's 93 less.
How you doing, Your Honor? How you doing, sir?
This guy's up next. How you doing, Your Honor? Why did I say looking mighty fine today? Most Minneapolis shit I've ever seen. And it's Yoda saying, matter Black Lives Do. That is Ruth Conda forever coded. POV, your friend gets stuck in the McDonald's washroom on vacation in Hawaii.
And I can't, like.
Thank you.
What a beast, dude. That's kind of crazy. I want to see this again. Dude, he like bends it in. He doesn't even look like he's like getting he's not even running start or anything. He's just fucking leaning on it. That's strong. He has some flip-flops. Am I crazy or was this the best summer ever? I watched so many funny IG reels and on top of that, TikToks. Summer 2024, never forget. Dude, we scrolled so much. We chatted. We consumed content like nobody's business. It was a movie. British people probably, oh dude, this is so disgusting. My friend has just ordered possibly the worst takeaway order of all time. I am aghast. British people probably call this nuts and bolts or some shit. This looks like a fucking classic British meal. They would say, you just don't get it. Like, my nan used to make this for me, and it's fucking amazing. This one's about Kendrick getting the Super Bowl halftime show from Drake's POV. Imagine getting 5 months notice they're gonna call you a pedophile at the Super Bowl. That is an unreal situation to be in. To know in advance that the most watched broadcast in America, millions and millions and millions of people all at once, are not only gonna be watching, but cheering and singing along to a song about how, you know, you touch minors. That is a singular one-of-one experience. Saving him for later at peak freshness. Good idea. Don't waste all your cat's cuteness, okay? Ziploc him up and preserve him for when you need it. Loner stabbed himself to death trying to separate 2 frozen burgers with a knife. Why do they have to call him a loner in the headline? Dude died and they're like, by the way, he was a loser no one liked. Yeah, you don't need to mention loner. Man, that's it. It could be man. Area man. Batman couldn't have got this shit out of me. I know this guy. I know Ethan. I've worked with Ethan Evans. I have been in brainstorms with Ethan Evans. I went to a bar with Ethan Evans. What is this about? I need to be careful with this. A CEO I worked for seduced my wife in retaliation for my pushback on him at work. He won. I got divorced and left the company. When I say I truly understand how some executive teams can be political snake pits, I trust you'll believe me. Learn from my pain and do the following. That's crazy. I assume it was an Amazon. Is this Jeff Bezos? This dude was a VP at Amazon. I'm not, I know this guy's this is Ethan Evans. He's been VP of 5 companies. Oh, someone found his LinkedIn. Well, I don't want to fucking, if the guy deleted the tweet and I know him, I think this is in bad form. I'm not trying to fucking, I just don't think it, I don't think it was Jeff Bezos, bro. Not that Jeff hasn't slept with another man's wife, but no, I remember because he came down, I'm gonna get real in the weeds now. He came down from Amazon headquarters, big shot from Seattle, because we spent $100 million in the Overwatch League, and he wanted to help us brainstorm how to make money off of it. And we didn't. We didn't make any money off it. He hosted this big brainstorm. We were all in a room. They brought in everybody who they thought knows esports. And I got invited. I thought it was pretty fucking cool. I was like, I get to be in a meeting with this fucking Amazon VP. I was fucking young. I was 22. I got in there kind of through Bobby Scar, who knew Ethan Evans. Dude, I remember one of the ideas that stuck with me was like, we should, as Twitch, buy movie theaters and then rent out seats for people to come watch esports games, and we can sell concessions that are custom. It was like one of those no bad ideas brainstorms where they're like, just say anything. People were saying some wild shit. Just check the Taylor Swift subreddit to see how they react to Chiefs games now, and each and every one of them sounds like my dad. Baltimore really missing those 2 timeouts. Chiefs will just now chew clock with runs, and if they get another first down, they'll win as Baltimore does not have enough timeouts to stop the clock. No fumbles in They're getting into it. That's funny. This is like subathon type Ludwig fans about League of Legends now. You know, like 2 weeks ago, they're like, what the fuck is League? And now they're like, he needs to fucking push mid. He needs to do wave management. He's not letting it bounce back. Secret Service should have a bug bounty where if you hit someone under their protection with a paintball gun, you get 10K. funny idea. Actually, such a funny idea. Because then people would try to do it and get shot dead. It would just be the president roaming around and then killing poor people constantly. Then on Facebook AI slop meta, this came out with 23,000 likes. Speaking of people being geniuses, rescue poor trapped giraffe. Holy, look at that. They're gonna save him. Real. Haters will say it's fake just because the cliffside changes in every shot. Clearly reversed. Wait, so your conspiracy theory is that this video is 100% real, but it's actually about a company lowering a giraffe onto a cliff and leaving it there? It's dark. I wish I had kept some of the letters sent to troops overseas from all the school kids. Since they didn't really understand what was happening, most of them were perfectly unhinged. And then a real fucking tweet of a guy holding up a "Have a Good War" and a picture of a gun. I got a "Please Don't Die" from a first grade class. He kept the card. He still has it. He still has the "Have a Good War." Dear soldier, my name is Donovan. I want to give you a happy Valentine's card because you'll probably never get to see your family again. So I want to let you know that I care sincerely, Donovan. I mean, his heart's in the right place. Speaking of the hurricane, there's been a conspiracy theory going around that the hurricane is made up. It's fake, or not fake, it's created. And this person said, no hurricane here in Texas, and it's on the same ocean as Florida. Why? Texas is not a swing state. We're regressing as a society. And it truly does feel like that in a way. Hi, Tesla. I live in Naples, Florida, and I'm trying to evacuate from an incoming Category 4 hurricane. My 24 Tesla Model Y is fully charged at 90%, but won't turn on. The screen is black. Your help will be much appreciated. Sorry, buddy. Wokeness detected. Yikes. Every Tesla has a built-in woke detector, and if you don't pass, it will not turn on. It does not respect you. For the good of humanity, you cannot be saved from this hurricane. I'm so sorry. Shouldn't have had those pronouns, buddy. This one was just good, bro. Yes, sir, Joe. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll end best tweets on a great tweet from our dear friend Clint Stevens. The least attractive male hobbies. Number 1, playing video games. Number 2, collecting figurines. Number 3, crypto. Number 4, online trolling. Number 5, gambling. Clint Stevens says, the only hobby of mine which isn't on this list is masturbation. 6 for 5, folks. And that's this month's best tweets. Thanks for watching.